Introduction. In the realm of real estate investment, innovative strategies often emerge to meet the evolving needs of both investors and tenants. Two such strategies, rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation, have gained significant traction in recent years. Individually, they offer unique advantages, but when combined, they create a powerful synergy that maximizes returns and minimizes risks for savvy investors. In this article, we'll delve into the intricacies of these strategies and explore how their integration can unlock lucrative opportunities in the real estate market. Understanding rent-to-rent. Rent-to-rent is a strategy where an investor leases a property from a landlord and then sublets it to tenants for a higher rent, thereby generating a profit margin. This approach requires minimal upfront investment as the investor doesn't need to own the property outright. Instead, they negotiate favorable terms with the landlord, often offering to manage the property and take care of maintenance in exchange for a discounted rent. Key elements of rent-to-rent. Negotiation skills. Successful rent-to-rent deals hinge on the ability to negotiate favorable terms with landlords. Investors must demonstrate their value proposition, highlighting how they can alleviate the landlord's burdens while ensuring a steady stream of income. Property management. Effective property management is essential to maximize returns in rent-to-rent arrangements. Investors must oversee tenant relations, maintenance tasks, and ensure the property remains in optimal condition throughout the lease period. Legal compliance. Rent-to-rent agreements must adhere to local housing regulations and tenancy laws. Investors must familiarize themselves with legal requirements to avoid potential liabilities and ensure a smooth operation. Understanding serviced accommodation. Serviced accommodation involves renting out fully furnished properties on a short-term basis, typically to travelers or corporate clients. Unlike traditional long-term rentals, serviced accommodation offers greater flexibility and often commands higher rental yields. Properties in prime locations, such as city centers or tourist hotspots, are particularly well suited for this strategy. Key elements of serviced accommodation. Furnishing and amenities. Serviced accommodation properties must be tastefully furnished and equipped with amenities that cater to the needs of short-term guests. High-speed internet, modern appliances, and comfortable furnishings are essential to attract discerning travelers. Marketing and branding. Effective marketing is crucial to attract guests to serviced accommodation properties. Investors must leverage online platforms, social media, and targeted advertising to showcase their properties and build a strong brand presence in the market. Guest experience. Providing exceptional guest experiences is paramount in the serviced accommodation sector. Investors must prioritize customer service, cleanliness, and responsiveness to guest inquiries and feedback to ensure positive reviews and repeat bookings. The synergy of rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation. When rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation are combined, they create a symbiotic relationship that amplifies the benefits of each strategy. Here's how they complement each other. Risk mitigation. By diversifying their rental income streams through both long-term and short-term rentals, investors can mitigate the risks associated with vacancy and market fluctuations. While long-term tenants provide stability, short-term guests offer higher rental yields during peak seasons. Maximized occupancy. Rent-to-rent properties often experience periods of low occupancy between long-term tenancies. By converting these vacant periods into short-term serviced accommodation rentals, investors can optimize occupancy rates and maximize their rental income throughout the year. Increased rental yields. Serviced accommodation rentals typically command higher nightly rates compared to traditional long-term rentals. By integrating serviced accommodation into their rent-to-rent portfolio, investors can significantly boost their rental yields and overall profitability. Flexibility and adaptability. The synergy of rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation provides investors with greater flexibility and adaptability in responding to market dynamics. They can adjust their rental strategies based on seasonal demand, market trends, and regulatory changes to optimize their returns. Value-added services. Combining rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation allows investors to offer value-added services to both landlords and guests. Landlords benefit from hassle-free property management and consistent rental income, while guests enjoy the convenience and comfort of fully furnished accommodations with personalized amenities. Market research and property selection. Conducting thorough market research is crucial for identifying properties that are suitable for both rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation. Investors should analyze local rental demand, occupancy rates, and competition in the target area. Properties located in tourist hotspots, business districts, or near transportation hubs tend to perform well for serviced accommodation. Similarly, properties with favorable rental yields and potential for value appreciation are ideal candidates for rent-to-rent agreements. Financial analysis and budgeting. Before entering into rent-to-rent agreements or investing in furnishing properties for serviced accommodation, investors should conduct a comprehensive financial analysis. This includes calculating potential rental income, estimating expenses such as property management fees, utilities, maintenance, and marketing costs. Setting a realistic budget ensures that investors can maximize their returns while managing expenses effectively. Legal considerations and contracts. Investors must ensure compliance with local regulations and legal requirements when engaging in rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation arrangements. This includes understanding tenancy laws, licensing requirements, zoning regulations, and taxation obligations. Drafting robust contracts and agreements that outline the rights and responsibilities of all parties involved is essential for minimizing disputes and mitigating risks. Property maintenance and management. Effective property maintenance and management are essential for both rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation properties. Investors should establish systems for routine inspections, repairs, and cleaning to maintain the property's condition and uphold guest satisfaction standards. Outsourcing property management to professional agencies or employing dedicated staff can streamline operations and ensure a seamless experience for landlords and guests. Marketing and brand building. Building a strong brand presence and marketing strategy is key to attracting tenants and guests to rent and serviced accommodation properties. Investors should leverage online platforms, social media channels, and professional photography to showcase their properties and highlight unique selling points. Implementing guest loyalty programs, referral incentives, and promotional campaigns can help drive bookings and foster repeat business. Guest experience and reviews. Prioritizing guest experience is paramount in the serviced accommodation sector. Investors should focus on delivering exceptional service, responsiveness, and personalized touches to exceed guest expectations. Encouraging guests to leave positive reviews and testimonials can enhance the property's reputation and attract future bookings. Addressing any issues or concerns promptly and proactively is crucial for maintaining guest satisfaction and fostering a positive reputation in the market. Continuous improvement and adaptation. The real estate market is dynamic, and investors must continuously monitor trends, consumer preferences, and regulatory changes to adapt their strategies accordingly. Flexibility and agility are essential for navigating market fluctuations and maximizing returns in rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation investments. By staying informed and embracing innovation, investors can capitalize on emerging opportunities and sustain long-term success in the real estate sector. Conclusion. The integration of rent-to-rent and serviced accommodation offers investors a strategic approach to real estate investment that combines stability, profitability, and flexibility. By leveraging the strengths of both strategies and implementing best practices in property selection, management, and marketing, investors can unlock lucrative opportunities and achieve sustainable growth in the ever-evolving real estate market. With careful planning, diligent execution, and a commitment to delivering exceptional value to landlords and guests, this synergistic approach has the potential to redefine the landscape of real estate investment and set new standards for success in the industry.